today I am back to finally share with you my fitness routine. I've been requested to do one of these videos for, I don't know, I think ever since I started my YouTube channel, and quite frankly, my response was always, I just don't have one. And it was honestly the truth. I did not have a routine. Whenever I would go to the gym, I would either do just classes or just go on the treadmill for 40 minutes. And yeah, I did not have a set routine. And honestly, I'm kind of nervous about sharing my routine now, even just because I'm a big believer that we're all experts in certain areas. And for me, I'm a registered dietitian, so I consider myself a food, nutrition, medical nutrition therapy expert, but I don't have any training in exercise science or fitness. So I'm quite nervous about sharing it because I don't want to come off as an expert because I'm not. So in other words, this video is just sharing what works for me and what I've gathered through research and through talking to people that are actually experts in the area. So, take this video always with a grain of salt. You always want to consult someone professional, your doctor, just to make sure you're okay to work out and if it's okay to follow what I follow. But by no means am I saying, I know it all and this is what you should do. This is just what works for me. So right now, I'm going to be quite honest. I'm at a point where I have a couple of pounds over my usual body weight, and I'm not incredibly happy with the way I look. Now, I'm still within a normal BMI, I'm healthy weight. Most of my friends and family tell me that they don't notice any difference, that to them, I look the same as always. But I think we all get it that we see ourselves closely and we judge ourselves a little bit harder than other people. So we notice that difference. So basically, yeah, I noticed that I'm not as toned in certain areas. Certain skinny jeans don't fit me anymore. So am I too far from my goal? No, but I was getting very discouraged because going to the gym and doing cardio wasn't really working, and quite frankly, I get so bored of doing 40 minutes of treadmill or elliptical, and it just wasn't working until I started talking to people that actually know what they're doing. Cardio is the way to go as far as stress relieving, which I need a lot because I do suffer from anxiety. So when you do cardio, you pretty much not only use the muscle, your heart is a muscle, so you're pumping blood, so it's good. You're keeping your heart working hard and you're, exercising that muscle. The other important part, and this is what used to scare me so much, which is weightlifting, resistance training. I used to think, and this may sound ignorant, but I used to think the weights, everything that was part of that section at the gym was meant for men, that we didn't need that, women, we didn't need it, or I was just too weak to go even there, and try, until I started learning about it. And you don't need weights. When I mean weights, it's more resistance training. You can do it with a yoga mat at home. But when you do abs and lunges and those types of exercises, you build muscle. And you may not be spending a whole lot of calories that moment, but because you're building muscle, number one, you tone. So your body's going to look leaner regardless of whether you lose weight or not. You just look nicer. And that muscle consumes a lot more energy. So when you go home, you can be watching a movie, you can be being a couch potato, doing all you want. When you're sleeping, that muscle, your metabolism is going to be higher because you need to feed that muscle. So in turn, if you have a healthy diet and you keep your diet the same, you're going to lose weight and you're going to look leaner because that muscle is going to need to, take away some of the energy you intake for the day, and as a result, you're going to lose weight. You're probably questioning, so should I do cardio? Should I do resistance training? And the answer is both. It's great to combine both, and the way you do it is, and this is what works for me, but you're probably questioning too, should I do cardio first or last? And the answer is you should mix it up, because the reasoning behind it is if you go and do 5 minutes of cardio, your heart rate is up, then you do abs. While you're doing abs and working your core and your muscles, your heart rate is still up, so you're going to get a lot more burn out of that. So So typically, if you're at home and you just, you were lying on the couch and you do abs, it's all good, but you're not going to get as much as a burn as if you ran a little bit, because you're keeping your heart rate at a pace that you're burning more fat, and it's just more, I don't know, it's just like more productive, I guess. Now, when you do resistance training, you might notice that your weight may go up because you're building muscle. Muscle is more dense. So they say it weighs more because it's more dense. So it takes a while. Your body too is kind of stubborn, so it holds on to that fat because it's it's defensive mode essentially. So it does take a while. Not trying to focus on weight as much, but more so on losing fat percentage, building muscle, and just looking healthy and just feeling great. I did share with you on Instagram a scale that I've been using too, because when I first started working out, I was weighing myself and it was going up, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm eating better, I'm going to the gym like a lot, and why is my weight going up? And that's because of muscle. So now that I have the scale, I see that yes, my weight went up, but I lost 1% of fat and I actually gained 1% of muscle. So I like that it gives me, the ratio. And I will leave the scale down below because I've actually shared that on Instagram, and I asked the company to give me a coupon code for you because I really, really like it. Love that you can add like up to 8 users on the scale, so everyone at home uses it. It's just great. I used to not be a big believer in scales, and I'm still not obsessive with them, but I like that this one gives you like other facts. So, because otherwise you get really paranoid. If you don't want to do scales, you can measure yourself, which is better because even if your weight is going up, you just want to trim down, so the measuring tape is actually better for you, and it won't get you as unmotivated. Basically, that's what I do. That's what's been working for me. It's still a work in progress. Sometimes I switch it up and I do classes, and I'll do, more of a cardio class, but my favorite class is actually Whole Body Works, which they do arms, abs, and legs, and that's pretty much it. And in that case, I don't do any cardio, but it just breaks it up a little bit, and it's more intense than when I do resistance training on my own, kind of the circuit training type of thing. So just switch things up. Sometimes I just want to go for a walk, as long as you're being active and you feel better. But so do whatever works for you. I just really wanted to share with you what works for me, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy it. I hope the video doesn't turn out to be too long or too boring, and that you get something out of it. Feel free to give me your suggestions, and please don't judge how I do things because I'm by no means any expert. I'm just trying to better myself, so try not to be too harsh on your comments. my fitness routine. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you in some way or was helpful in some way, whether you were stuck in a rut like me, unmotivated about working out, or if you are on a roll and you're motivated to work out, if you want to change things up a little bit, I hope it just helped you in general. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends, anyone that you think this might be helpful to. I really appreciate all your support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. It was kind of awkward filming this at the gym, so don't forget to like the video. You know, I really appreciate that, at least to make it seem like it was worth it. Yeah, comment down with your input, with your future video requests, and you know the drill. I really appreciate you so much. I love you guys, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.